What is going on, Halo fans? Luke the Notable here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you all just how good triple capping is. Hold on, don't hit the dislike button just yet, guys. I'm guessing a few of you heard me say triple cap, and we're seeing flashbacks of you and your team getting absolutely annihilated by a 12-man team in Warzone just for those sexy sprees and the Achilles armor. It's better if what we call what I was just referencing, when you deliberately prolong a game just to get kills. Let's call that farming. Triple capping or fast capping is completely different. Farming is when you deliberately keep an enemy in their own base and farm them for kills to get Achilles. That's the best way to get Achilles. Triple capping is when you play Warzone and try to core the enemy team as fast as possible. A lot of times when you're fast capping or triple capping, you're trying to end the game before 6 minutes. And contrary to popular belief, it actually is very unobtrusive. This isn't an asshole strategy. This is the best strategy for getting XP and rec points. We'll get into the calculations later. And it's because the 5 to 6 minute mark, where a lot of times when you're fast capping, that's when the game ends. The 5 to 6 minute mark is insanely important in the formula of XP and rec points. In a video I did for Chaotix Gaming, I concluded that gained XP and rec points in games is not linear, like a graph you're gonna see on screen. If it was, then if you got 100 XP for a 10-minute game, you would get 200 XP for a 20-minute game. But you all know that that's not the case. XP and rec points actually work in a more exponential system. You get XP kind of like this graph. For the first 5 to 6 minutes, you get a huge boost of XP and rec points earned, and then it kind of levels off. So if you can win a game in around 5 to 6 minutes, that is going to be the best XP and rec points per hour, which of course the exception of Warzone Firefight. That is actually a mode that's tailored to keep this in mind, but also give a lot of rec points in the end. I did a whole video on Warzone Firefight. Since it's been updated, you should go check it out. The general strategy for triple capping or fast capping is actually very simple. Overwhelm the enemy and destroy the core as fast as possible. I played 4 games with a 12-man team before the Warzone update, and this was like insanely easy. We didn't even really have to communicate. When you get 12 people in the same lobby that are all gung-ho and good and want to win, you can do it very easy. I got hooked up with one of these lobbies from Ultra Banshee, who is a player in the Adamant Spartan company. He has since let me know that since the update where Warzone is only restricted to 6-man fire teams, fast capping isn't as universally done as it used to be. Now a lot of the really best players in Warzone are focusing more on individual skill and trying to get unfreaking believables. That's not to say that this method isn't possible though. When I was playing with Big Texas and Samaritan from Chaotix Gaming, we had back-to-back games where we cored the enemy in under 6 minutes. If you get enough really good players and put them on the same team, you're probably going to have a good chance of coring. Now throughout this, we're trying to beat Warzone Firefight Mythic, which I did in my other video and found that that was the best XP and rec points in the game. Of course, that's just solo queue. This is with a huge fire team, so it's completely different, but you know, it's something to compare to. Mythic Warzone Firefight gave around 18,500 XP per hour and about 8,500 rec points per hour unboosted. And that is with a 20% win ratio. Now the average time per game when we were fast capping was 6 minutes and 40 seconds. We were able to defeat the enemy by coring them in a regular Warzone game in 6 minutes and 40 seconds. And if you account for a 3-minute break in between matches, you can get a little over 6 games an hour. I was actually a little bit surprised by my findings. XP, this is the best method. Triple capping or fast capping will yield you unboosted 25,500 experience per hour on average. That's 50 times more than Warzone Firefight Mythic and almost double Warzone Assault, which was the previous highest XP per hour. And that is to be expected. The faster method that is super efficient with a full fire team will give more experience, 50% more actually. But weirdly, it didn't give as much rec points. It did give more. Warzone Firefight Mythic gave 8,500 rec points on average per hour with a 20% win ratio, but triple capping, fast capping, whatever you want to call it, with a full fire team as fast and as efficient as possible, only gave 8,600 rec points an hour. It's weird, man. I really don't know. Like, everything I've done as far as rec points and XP has been so consistent for the entirety of the last couple months that I've been looking at these things, and this is just throwing it way off the handle. The only thing I can think of is maybe rec points kind of have a cap. So while XP, it just is kind of exponential, you can get as much as you want. Rec points, maybe you can't get as much in every single game. And I'm thinking maybe that number is right around 9,000 an hour, or about 1,500 a game. Now this video was actually inspired by Ultra Banshee, that guy I was talking about earlier. He saw my video that I did on how long would it take to get to level 152. I talked about playing Warzone Assault, which was the previous king of XP and rec points. I thought it'd be interesting to revisit that video. So if you haven't watched it, you should go check it out. Here's a picture of the thumbnail. But essentially, max rank in Halo 5 is level 152, achievable after 50 million experience points. And pretty much everyone that's gotten there has used the method that I've been talking about in this video. Now, Ultra Banshee did inform me that pretty much 95% of his games he is using some sort of XP boost. These guys generally play for a very long time. Sometimes they spend money on packs, and they have so many boosts that it doesn't matter. Just a couple days ago, I opened up about 200 rec packs that I'm going to be doing for a video coming out in the next few weeks, and I got well over 100 boosts, so it's very possible to be at least 95% boosted in all of your games. Alright, so if you are fast capping and you use a rare, regular Warzone XP boost, you will generally get about 9,500 XP. Multiply 9,500 by 6.2, which is the actual games per hour that you can get if you are triple capping. I just said a little bit over 6 before, and you can get almost 60,000 XP per hour triple capping. So then if you were to play 8 hours a day consistently, you would yield about 480,000 experience per day. And if you did that consistently every single day, you signed on just for 8 hours, and the other 16 hours in that 24-hour day was yours, you would complete rank 152 in 104 days. In my video, How Long Does It Take to Get to Level 152, I talked about how it would take you 412 days to get to rank 152 if you were playing Warzone Assault without boosts. That means that this method is 4 times faster in getting you to max rank than the previous method of playing Warzone Assault. However, it doesn't really change much in rec points for some reason. Again, I don't know. I've reached out to some 343 members to get me an insight on their formula, but no one's responded. I didn't expect them to. I don't think they would want to give out pieces of their code, but it would just be cool to have a really good understanding of that formula for XP and rec points. And before we end this video, guys, I just want to say that this is possible. You can do this. Even after the update that brought the fire team down to 6 players in Warzone, you can do this. Communication, drive, and dedication go a very long way in Halo, and really any online game, but in Halo for sure. I gave the example of me and 2 other guys, Samaritan Big Texas from CX, that completely stomped people in Warzone, just the 3 of us. I think it's definitely something to look into, and so much so that I might end up making a video pretty soon of how to use these strategies. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out all those videos that I kept shouting out, you know, during this whole video, hint, hint. They're really good. I've been trying to do more analytical things, and I love these types of videos. It's so fun to make them. At some point, they should show up on the screen. I don't know when, though. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you've never seen me before. I make tons of cool content like this one. I have so many plans, guys. I have a whiteboard filled with plans of all these things I'm going to analyze about the game. Seriously, subscribing to my channel right now is going to be the best decision you've ever made in your entire friggin' life. But until those videos come out, stay notable. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.